36 laps to go in stage one. NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series Ford EcoBoost 400 from Homestead Miami Speedway. Today's aerial coverage presented by Coca-Cola, and a gorgeous day here in South Florida as a champion to be determined. Mark Truex Jr. still out front. Larson running second. It's Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin running fifth.
I think the first challenge of the day, and all these drivers are going to have challenges. We heard Denny Hamlin when we interviewed him. He was very clear, no mistakes. Right now, they pitted. They've lost a couple of spots, but on top of that, the biggest issue is they're slower. After they pitted and made some changes, they do not have the speed of the other three championship contenders.
Yeah, the new tire adjustments have not helped the 11. Pitting a lap after the 18 and the Ford did not help the 11. That cost them time on the racetrack. The pit stop wasn't bad, but it was just average. Average, I don't think is going to be good enough today, guys. This is a heavyweight battle, right? We continue to say all weekend, these are the four best. They deserve to be here. Well, unfortunately for the 11, nothing wrong, Rick, just nothing great.
And he has that #1 pit stall because of the way they were ranked coming in to this race and no qualifying. So he had the best pit stall available, which is an advantage. And right now, Denny Hamlin running that high line. Not right up against the wall, but about a lane away.
A couple cars have yet to go to pit road. One is the 38 of David Reagan. The theory is to stay out because he was a lap down. Currently 12th on old tires, doing the best. And, you know, kind of bittersweet for David Reagan. Been in the series for so long, announced that, hey, this is going to be my last full-time season as a driver. Just a great person who does great things. Nominated for the Comcast Community Award. Just, you know, a great person throughout the garage here. He'll be missed for sure.
2 wins in his career. The most recent was at Talladega. He was very good at super speedway racing. You mentioned one driver stepping away. Also, Paul Menard in the 21. He also is going to step aside from full-time racing at the Cup level. But he mentioned to me a couple weeks ago, he said, I'm not getting away from racing. I'm still going to race. He said, I still have that competitive edge. I want to be out there competing. He said, I'm just not going to do it at the Cup level anymore.
It's interesting, you know, drivers making their own decisions. They decided to step out before the sport. I think that's what everybody wants to do as a professional athlete. Try to kind of set your own terms. See the 11 of Denny Hamlin still running in 5th. Marty?
Hey, Steve, you know this all too well, how athletic these pit crews are. And Ed Watkins is a longtime veteran gas man here on pit road. He was a 4-year starter for East Carolina as the center when they were a top 25 football team back in the mid-'80s. And I tell you what, he's one of the best here on pit road when it comes to being a gas man. Even the gas man, Steve, right, has to be athletic when you're pitting these race cars.
Oh, they all have to be athletes. And Rick, we talk about the choreography and just how impressive these pit crews are. The months of training in the weight room, the months of training on the pit stop, and this just amazes you. As the jackman comes around, look how close he gets to this front tire changer. This is really kind of like a dance.
Yeah.
Right? A choreographed dance.
They've choreographed this to where he was within inches of his leg as he goes to hit those lug nuts, and they're doing this all within about 11 seconds.
It's really amazing. Remember, it used to be 7 pit crew guys years ago. Then they went to 6. Now they're down to 5. Yet the pit stop's not going any slower.
No.
Just shows how, you know, innovative these teams are.
And these pit crew members are former college football players, college wrestlers, baseball players, all athletes.
We ride on board with Denny Hamlin, the Coca-Cola onboard camera, looking back on him in his seat. Still got that dark tint on the visor. You see the little orange tab on the side of his visor? When the sun sets, that's like a tear-off. He's just going to reach over, pull that thing off. He's going to go from a dark visor to a clear visor, prepped and ready to go.
Guys, moving forward, one of the non-playoff guys, Jimmy Johnson, talked about it earlier before the race started that he has not won this year, trying to get at least one win this season. He's moved up 8 spots since the start of the race, now riding in the 8th position, trying to challenge Zagato for that 7th place. Riding along the Ford Performance Cam on the tailpiece of this 22 car. You know, Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champion. The pride that he has, the pride that Hendrick Motorsports have, he's got to get in victory lane. It's just breaking his heart that he can't get there. Says he's committed to doing it. Seems like he's working hard. They just have not found a way over the last couple of years, really, to perform the way you expect.
Yeah,
this team is so accustomed to see him run.
For sure, but look how competitive this car looks, racing against this 22. Joey really proud of his car, but Jimmy going to take that spot away.
And guys, a lot of talk was with Jimmy Johnson about retiring. When will you retire? And when Ally signed back up and said, hey, we want to come back, Jimmy said, hey, I'm back too. I want to end my career on a high note. I don't want to be on a longest losing streak that I've ever been on. I want to end it on a high note. So that's why Jimmy Johnson is going to stick with this until, and we know he's competitive, stick with this until he is back at that level again.